how's it going, viewers? I want to do a bit of a topical video, actually. This one's going to be about dubs versus subs. If you probably see my channel, you know I watch a lot of anime. Well, I watch a good chunk of it. I don't watch a whole lot. I don't exclusively just watch anime. I like playing video games as well. So you guys probably seen my video game collections. But yeah, as it stands, I've always loved video games and anime. And here's one thing about both of them is that some games have the option to change the dialogue from English to Japanese. My best example are mainly role-playing games, and anime, of course, also has that option. Not all of them do, but most of them. Now, my stance on dub versus sub is that I'm neutral on it. I don't exactly hate dubs, and I don't always like them. They're not always great, but I'll watch them. For example, let's start off with a video game. If you played Super Smash Bros. Melee, you'll know that Marth and Roy were Japanese characters from Fire Emblem. Now, it wouldn't make sense to give them English voices since at the time of their release in America, they didn't have any games over here. There was a 2-episode OVA, and that's where Marth actually had his first English voice. It wasn't recently in Codename Steam. I'll get to that one though. But Marth had an English voice back in the 90s in a 2-part OVA, and he was voiced by Spike Spencer. And what do I think of his performance as an English voice actor for Marth? I think he did pretty good. Sure, the performance has a little bit of lisp to it, but as it stands, I feel like the character portrayal was good as a mature. I don't know how you describe Marth. In the OVA, he's still learning to be a prince and a knight at the same time, or a soldier, or whatever. And I feel like Marth comes off as, mature, and he comes off as mature. And the other word I'm looking for is, I don't know. But Spike Spencer's English performance of Marth, I feel came off as pretty good. Now, he recently got an English voice in a game called Codename Steam, where he's voiced by Yuri Lowenthal. Now, I ain't got nothing against Yuri Lowenthal. In fact, I think he does a good job as Marth. But that's more of a personal opinion. I guess because I like Yuri. He did a good job as Simone in Gurren Lagann. If you haven't watched that anime, check it out. But yeah, although there was like a bit of an uproar, people saying, no, keep Marth English, Japanese, because he never had an English voice, which isn't true. You know, he had an English voice in the 90s, but they're giving him another English voice here in America right now for Codename Steam, and I have a video right here. It's not my video, it's someone else's, but yeah, I will show you. You'll hear a few voice clips. This is a channel called RJP. He uploaded he or she, I don't know who he is or she is, and they uploaded the voice clips to Codename Steam. And here are the voice clips for Marth in Codename Steam. Bear in mind, this is Yuri Lowenthal doing the English voice of Marth.
I cannot pass. I am ready. This is no time to be idle. I will never surrender. We are here for you, Your Majesty. Let us finish this. You are safe now, friend. I have failed you all. After a fashion. No, how could you do that? I am discovered. We must...
Alright, so that's the English voice for Marth that we have currently. I wish I could find the voice files that or a clip of Spike Spencer as Marth, but I couldn't find one, or maybe I missed it. Oh, actually, here's one. Hold on, give me a second. Oh, great, it's loading time's ass. I hope my video doesn't get flagged for this. If it does, who gives a damn? Alright, I got it. Hold on. Alright, here's a cutscene.
Hey Mars, wake up! Hey, were you daydreaming while I
That's not
talked to
Marth.
You probably
That's
didn't know
Sheeta.
a word I said, did you?
Sorry, but I'm listening now.
Never mind.
I wish I could just cut the clips and show you, but yeah, you can see that Marth already had an English voice in the 90s by Spike Spencer. I feel like both performances by Yuri and Spike were good. Personally, I prefer Spike because I like Spike Spencer, he's my boy. But that's also, remember, I played Melee before I watched both these things, and I was always used to hearing Marth speak Japanese, which again here are more voice files of Marth speaking Japanese. Again, same channel, RJP.
ありがとう。おっと、僕に任せてくれ。立ち止まっている暇はないんだ。僕は諦めない。さて、正気はある。さて、みんな、すまない。さて、させるものか。なぜだ。見つかったみたいだ。これが、君の定めだ。来た。敵だ。
No, I don't have anything against the English dub of Marth. Personally, I'm kind of glad I can finally understand what he's saying, but I do like his Japanese voice as well. It sounds really badass and cool. But yeah, that's just an example of some things that translate from one country to another. Some people do like to keep Marth Japanese. In fact, I kind of wish they didn't give him an English voice, since he came from Japanese exclusive games. Since Ike got a release here, Ike came in Path of Radiance here in America, so it would make sense to give him an English voice. But I feel like they should have just kept Marth English, or Japanese, I mean. But I'm not against his English voice either. And onto anime, here I have two examples. Here is Cowboy Bebop. Personally I feel like the English dub is superior to the Japanese. No, that's not to say the Japanese dub is bad, but I just prefer the English dub. I feel like all the voice actors did a really good job in this anime. I have seen this anime in Japanese, but I don't know, I feel like the English performance was a lot better. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Yeah, if you haven't seen Cowboy Bebop, which I'd be surprised if you haven't really, you'll know that the Japanese or the English dub for the show is amazing. It's really good. Everybody did a kick-ass job. And another anime that has kind of been debatable whether it's better Japanese and English is Steins Gate. Personally, I prefer it in English, mainly because I personally feel like everyone did a better job dubbing, or I feel like everyone did a really good job in their performance. I haven't watched this at all in Japanese. In fact, this kind of got me in a bit of an argument with my friend. But when I watched this for the first time and I told him, "Hey buddy, I checked out that's not his name, it's just what I call him." And I'm like, "Hey man, I checked out Steins Gate finally." He's like, "What'd you think?" I'm like, I told him it was kick-ass. I thought it was a good story. I thought the characters were good. And then he quoted it. He's like, "You watched it finally, son of a bitch." And I'm like, "Huh? What the hell was that about?" He's like, "You watched Steins Gate, right?" I'm like, "Yeah, I did." He's like, "But you watched it in English, didn't you? You didn't watch it in Japanese." I'm like, "Yeah, so?" He's like, "Bro, you have to watch it in Japanese. It's better in Japanese. Don't even bother with the English dub." And I'm like, "Are you kidding me right now? Have you watched it in English then?" He's like, "No, I just know the Japanese dub's better." And he's like, "Bro, you lose points for watching anime in English if you prefer it in English." I'm like, that doesn't make any sense that I'm losing points for watching something in English. At least give the English dub a shot. And then, I don't know, we just went back and forth for like 10 minutes talking about, I kept throwing English dubs at him that I thought were better in English than in Japanese, and then vice versa. But yeah, we're still cool. We did, it was nothing that like broke our friendship. But yeah, it's just like, he still prefers a Japanese dub, which is fine. I have nothing against him. We still talk about it. Which is funny because he's really biased. He loves Japanese dubs, but he'll only watch Dragon Ball Z in English. Whatever. And, yeah, personally, I don't think you should be discouraged to watch the English dubs of anything. If it's your personal opinion and enjoyment to watch it that way, don't feel discouraged if someone tells you, "Oh, you're not a true anime fan, you don't like the Japanese dubs, you have to watch it in its native language." Just watch it however you feel you'll enjoy it. Because I will admit I let that get to my head at one point. I exclusively only watched anime in English, and a lot of people were telling me that I'm not a true fan, I'm not watching it in Japanese. That's why they have the language options. If you want to watch something in Japanese, go for it. You want to watch it in English, again, check it out. But yeah, there's anime where I feel like the English dub was better than its Japanese, or on par at least. And there's Full Metal Alchemist, Trigun, School Rumble, The Devil's a Part-Timer, and obviously Dragon Ball Z. But yeah, just don't let anybody discourage you of checking it out in English. You know, it's your personal opinion, and sometimes they even miss out on watching it in English. Sometimes the English cast does a way better job in English than Japanese. Now, that's not to say don't watch something in Japanese as well, right? Because I've seen my handful of anime in Japanese too. But yeah, it's really a personal opinion. I'm more of a neutral. I'm not against it or anything. If it's only available in Japanese, I'll probably still check out the show and I'll probably still like it. And then who knows, down the road it might get dubbed in English and I'll check it out again. But yeah, it really is just personal opinion. I hope you guys enjoyed my video. If you have any thoughts and opinions on this topic, leave them in the comments section. Again, you know, if you want to watch an anime, hell, if you like an anime so much, you might actually watch it in both languages if you enjoy the show that much. I've done that before. I've watched anime many times and it's English and Japanese because, you know, I just enjoy the show a lot. But yeah, just don't let it get to your head, and you don't lose any points. I don't know what the hell that even means. If you don't watch it in its native language, it's just it's personal enjoyment. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Take it easy. Have a good one.